Good morning, students. Today we will see about the blood. Anatomy physiology, nearly 15 mark. You can expect the questions come from over here. When you listen this one, you could be able to answer even the one word question. I have very much simplified this one. Okay. Blood is a, what is this? Blood is a liquid connective tissue. Okay. And pH is 7.4. It is a viscous fluid because the plasma is there. We'll see how much amount it is there, and specific gravity it is about the 1.060. And about it, what is the main functions? Blood is supplied from by what? Heart is pumping the blood. Oxygen, main thing, blood is supplying the oxygen, nutrients, minerals, hormones, everything. Blood is doing. Okay, hormones and all directly poured into the blood. How much liter of blood we have? Nearly 4.5 to 5.5 liters per 70 to 80 ml per kilo weight. The blood which is having many important elements which is present. Elements nearly 45%. Plasma will be the 55%. In the element, if you see, most of it will be the RBC. This is the shape of the RBC. They are biconcave in shape. Okay. Where this RBC is produced? RBC is produced from the bone marrow. Correct. So bone marrow, this process of producing the RBC is called the erythropoietin. The 5 steps mainly involved in preparation of the production of RBC, red blood cells. So what is the pro-erythroblast, early normoblast, and intermediate normoblast, late normoblast, and will be the reticulocyte and the mature RBC. So this one RBC is a ovoid, means devoid nucleus. RBC doesn't have any nucleus. Okay, we have a different types of RBCs are there. So you know how the RBC is produced. The RBC's production is taken place, how it is being stimulated, what are all the factors. RBC is mainly the production will be included by the, I told you it is called the erythropoiesis. The main hormone which is involved is called the erythropoietin. So erythropoietin, where it is secreted? It is peritubular capillaries. How it is being secreted? By the hypothalamus will be deduct it. For example, hypoxia, continuous hypoxia, there will be a positive or feedback mechanism. It will stimulate them and the erythropoietin will be developed. So erythropoietin is secreting immediately, and these 6 steps will be producing RBC. No, it also does need various factors will be involving. What you should have? What is RBC? RBC having a what is this? It has a pyro ring and middle it has a hemoglobin, right or not? So hemoglobin. So these all has to be produced to protect, to maintain, to produce that you need various factors. What are all the factors? You need protein, pyroprotein, right, to make a pyro ring. Then will be instrinic factors, will be absorption of the iron and other thing. Minerals you need, calcium, okay, cobalt, like that. And erythropoietin, hormone is essential. Any kidney problem that cannot produce. Thyroid is, thyroxine is very much important, and bile salts also very much important. So this is how these RBC elements has been produced. Okay, what will happen in an intrauterine life? How this hemoglobin or this produced? If you see in the fetal life, in a 2 month, it is produced in a mesoblastic stage, and yolk sac stage, it is a mesenchyma. And also 3 months in the hepatic, in the liver, it is started to produce RBC. And 6 to 9 month myeloid cells and the red bone marrows will be the long newborn red bone marrows it started to produce. But in the newborn to 20 years, long and flat bones will be producing. And about the after 20 years, ribs, vertebrae, flat bones all started to produce RBC. How it is producing? The mechanism, like a feedback mechanism, deductor. Who is the deductor? Hypothalamus, deductor. So they will deduct the hypoxia and they will stimulate. That we have seen in the endocrine system, correct? So what is the type of RBC? Normal hemoglobin, abnormal hemoglobin. So how is the hemo? Alpha, beta and gamma are making, this is the combination. If any abnormal, the shape will be differ. It is not like this. Sometimes it's a spherical shape, the sickle shaped, the shape will be different. So it cannot carry out its own function. That is the problem. What is the normal range of the hemoglobin? The male, it should be 14 to 18 gram per 100 milligram. Then female will be 12 to 15 gram per 100 ml of blood. Understand? So we have seen about the red blood cell, how it is produced, where it is produced, what is the type, what is the mechanism. It's a devoid nucleus. There is no nucleus for the RBC. Okay, it is produced. It has got a erythroplast to produce the pyroring. Okay, then pyroring forming, and in middle will be the heme is present. This is the stages of preparation of the RBC. This is the steps and major steps for. Okay, all these things we have seen about the RBC are nearly about 100 to 120 days where it is been ruptured. So it is ruptured by the spleen. Iron will be taken into the bone marrow. So hope you understand about the composition of the blood in the element cells with the RBC we have seen. And what about the WBC and the platelets? The platelets nothing but we will see, but mainly coagulation factor. It prevents the blood loss. Blood itself, it is the intrinsic factor it is doing. Okay, what about WBC? So these WBCs are having a granulocytes and agranulocytes. Granulocytes are the polymorphic nuclear cells. These are all the neutrophils, eosinophils, basophils, lymphocytes and monocytes. The one word questions it will be coming, and also you have to remember about this normal value. Your family members asking what is eosinophil, okay, what is basophils, whether it is increasing, what is all the disorder, next video we will see. So eosinophils increase eosinophilia, what it will go, it may end up with asthma. To diagnose that you should know the normal values. Okay, then about the platelets, and this one WBC's normal will be this much amount during some malaria, some infection, the rate will be reducing. Some disease condition, the rate will be increasing to macrophages of the bacteria or engulfing the bacteria. Fibrinogen, it is also produced in the liver. This is the normal range of the fibrinogen. Globin will be alpha 1, alpha 2 and beta and gamma globin is present. So we will see in a detail about it. This you have to know what is our RBC, WBCs. WBCs are granulocytes and agranulocytes. They are divided into this one. This mostly all these are coming as a second line defense mechanism. We will see in detail in the functions we can learn in the physiology. What is called blood grouping? What is called blood grouping? Blood grouping is in a human being, all the blood, human people's blood are coming under this 4 category. It is listed. How it is? Because of the agglutinogen. So how this agglutinogen? A group there will be surrounded by the A agglutinogen. B group will be B agglutinogen in the margin, and AB will be A also will be there, B also will be there, and there is no agglutination will be the O group. So that is why universal donor there and universal recipient. Always one word question will be come in this blood group. Okay, what is the functions of blood? That's a transport function, transport of nutrients, transport of hormone, maintenance of the pH, and transport of the heat from deep tissues to the lungs and skin, and defense mechanism, immune against all this one, transport of waste products. These are all the heading. You elaborate and write it. What is the function of plasma protein? It's like a colloid substance, right? So it will be permeability, it will be flow directly, fluency of freely moving. Buffering action is the transport of carbonocomponents, all the carbonocomponents and the hormones, lipids, then immunity, clotting of the blood, fibrinogen and reverse protein to build the new protein, nutritive value it is maintaining, and fibrinolysis. Fibrinolysis if a intravascular clot is to be resolved. So the blood that is fibrinoplasty. Granulocytes main function is a second line defense mechanism, fight against the virus and microorganism, engulfing bacterial or foreign any material, bactericidal. Basophils are also release the histamines. Okay, serotonin, heparin, lysosomal enzymes and allergic reactions. Okay, and then agranulocytes. This also will be a second line defense mechanism, bactericidal action, engulfing of lactobacteria, monocytes, and then migrate into the 2 sites of the bacterial action. Okay, so today we have seen about what is called the blood and what are all the important questions. These are all one words will be coming. Functions will be coming as a 5 mark. This may become as a separate 5 mark question. Factors influencing also may come as a 5 mark question. So it is an one constant